YouTube, what's up? Today we're gonna see what it takes to be cool in 2024. My opinion, being cool, you just need to just be yourself, like at all times, no matter what. No matter what people think, be yourself. Dress how you want to dress. Yeah, dress how you want to dress. It doesn't even care if you're mixed, match, whatever. However you feel, if you want to get up that day and wear green and purple together, like it doesn't matter, and look like the Joker, it doesn't matter. Just be yourself. That's how you'll be cool. Because somebody will see you and say, dang, like he's doing this thing. Like if I saw you on the street, I might say that it depends on the day. I might be, dang, he's really confident. Like he really put that on. Because I was going to just start rambling. Without further ado, let's get straight to this video.
In a world full of tutorials on how to be yourself, an algorithm of aura guides, and personalities built by trends, what's really considered cool? Are you cool? And why would anyone care? What's it mean to be cool? You know it when you see it, but it can be difficult to put into words, which is exactly why it's a question mankind has been asking for centuries. ChatGPT says being cool is often about embodying certain traits and behaviors that are admired or respected by others. With common qualities like confidence, authenticity, and style, you'd think that by adopting these traits, they might make you cool, but that's the loophole, which I'll let this guy explain better than I could.
You can't want to try to be a cool person, because if you're trying to be a cool person, well, that's just not cool to try to be a cool person, because cool people don't really try to be cool.
In the realm of
Facts. If you try to be cool, you're not going to come off cool because you're not coming off as your actual self. If you want to be cool, you just need to be yourself. Like, that's literally all it is. Be yourself. Whatever you like, somebody else out there will like. And because you like something, the world will align you with somebody that also likes that thing. That's just the way I believe.
cool, social media has played a massive role, both good and evil. The youth used to decide what was cool as they're insecure by default and actively searching for who they are, making them the easiest to market to. However, now the masses decide using social media. In general, I feel social media...
Like, everybody wears the same thing. Everybody dresses the same way. Everybody has the same certain lingo. Everybody wants to be different, but nobody wants to be different because it's like if you do something differently out the norm, then it's weird. But then let some celebrity do it and it's cool, I'm finna hop on that. That's why you just need to do whatever you want to do. At the end of the day, do whatever you want to do. Do whatever you want to do. I can't stress that enough.
More so hurt celebrities and help the everyday man like me and you. Living in Maine, I would have way different interest and taste if YouTube and Instagram didn't exist, where I'd probably care about the outdoors and have calloused hands from working hard, which, thinking about, might be actually kind of cool.
Facts.
Celebrities, however, were a lot cooler when you had no clue what their day-to-day life consisted of, and you could only learn about them through occasional interviews. With no mystery behind their status, they really are people like me and you, except most are generally way less cool, being that their every move and word is calculated by management teams and corporations to keep their job. Looking at celebrities who are considered cool, Ye is probably the wildest case study. If there was a time for Ye to be completely canceled or written off, it would have happened already. It seems taking a break from the public eye and returning with an album and affordable products can solve anything. What's really crazy to me is how well pricing everything $20 on Yeezy Supply actually performed. It 100% helped that Kanye has mentioned trying to do this before, but was limited by previous brands he was working with, which made the Yeezy Supply releases come off more so as...
Them girls were the F out those wet shirts. Like, oh my gosh, they be wearing the F out of them. Some of them don't even be looking good in it.
Fulfilling a favor rather than just selling you cheap clothes. They also successfully disassociated with the Adidas Yeezys, which was hugely beneficial for...
I ain't gonna lie, Yeezy, Adidas dropped like, I don't know about all of them, but a good catalog. I still haven't got my pair yet, but I was so happy. I need those boots that he showed. I need those. I need that color and the brown color. Bad. Size 10, I guess maybe 10 and a half. And I need I think 700s. They're all white. I think it's those. I think it's the 700. I need those bad. So if you guys have any you want to give them to me, let me know. I pay top dollar. Maybe not top dollar, but
re-releases have tanked any allure that was still behind the partnership. With a career full of ups and downs, the downs become expected, allowing people to disregard the bad within time and continue to pull from his influence. Looking at brands, you've got Balenciaga. Whether you think it was outrage marketing similar to previous campaigns or confirmation of fashion devil worshippers, it hasn't changed the youth's perception towards wearing the brand.
I remember it was Balenciaga for maybe like So was it Balenciaga or Gucci? It was one of those two for like 2-3 months. Then don't nobody care no more. Nobody
Enjoy
cares about that
Balenciaga
anymore,
in the first
which
place,
is insane.
you have to have an understanding and appreciation for internet culture, which has also made people numb to caring about controversy, and as we've seen, let the situation blow over with time. Cool sells itself and might be the most OP market.
Wait, I gotta say, you know what's crazy is I've never been the one, like, you know, I have designer things, whatever, but I don't like wearing it because at the end of the day, people are just gonna think it's fake. That's just the way I look at it. Like, people are just gonna think it's fake, or I just feel like people are gonna look at me like, oh, he's trying too hard. Like, I don't know. And I know, like I said, I shouldn't care about what other people think. Like, I just told you guys that. But I don't know. It's just like, I don't really like doing it. It's like, I don't really like doing all that.
Concept.
I like to be low key, like I'm a low key, the North
I
Face
most
low key
likely
kind of guy.
plaster Y2K graphics on cropped boxy tees, but if I change my mind, here's my two other go-tos. Step 1 of the What's the Hype 5K Masterclass is treat customers as poorly as possible, and there's a real art to this. First, you need some action, which is easily accomplished by knowing the right people to get your clothes on. Make the brand
Facts.
account private. All the beginning drops should have incredibly low stock for quick sellout times, keeping the most limited stuff to if you know.
And you also gotta put a password on your website. This is what you have to do. You have to always put a password on your website.
You know, pieces and recognizable pieces for the occasional accessible drop to keep customers' dopamine receptors firing and building emotional dependence. If done correctly, they'll want that hit of dopamine again and again, but should likely get hit with an out-of-stock cart at checkout. Once accomplished, rinse and repeat. Step 2, most people into fashion and social media are looking for social acceptance. If you're still in school, you want to be noticed for your appearance and probably appear like you have some money. If you're older, you want to look like...
I feel like today in high school, I'm honestly glad that I missed what's going on right now with the kids, because I feel like it's a lot more pressure to have designer, have the flyest fits on in high school. But maybe, I don't know, that's just what I see from social media. Maybe that's not what it really is in real life. But if I was in high school, my freshman year, I wore dang near the same 2 pairs of shoes and the same jeans and jacket. Like, I had a constant, like, scheduled fit. Maybe not scheduled fit, but like, you'd see me in the same clothes for the most part. Then, you know, as I got older, whatever, go through the years, I'd buy more clothes and blah, 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 blah. Then I started working, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, I didn't have to worry about wearing designer. I was wearing H&M down. Like, H&M down. Like, everybody at my high school was wearing H&M. And then I remember when Pumas became a thing. And because I'm from the Bay, so a lot of people were wearing Vans, like, just cheap, good fit. Like, you could get off a good fit with cheap clothes. Like, today, I don't know.
Level is above average. Knowing this information, I'd want to market my stuff one of 2 ways. Nostalgia is extremely powerful in this aspect because it takes us away from a current manufactured internet culture and connects us to past culture, which feels like it has some meaning. Tastefully sprinkle in some nostalgic mood board fit pics that inspired the current collection and watch them eat it up. More so for the younger audience, I'd shift to...
Back in the day, they had more aura. Hate to say it, and I hate to use aura, but they did, because it's like they were doing their own thing. Nowadays, people aren't really doing their own thing.
It's irony and poking at the zeitgeist of fashion. It works because it feels niche, like you need to be in the know to understand why it's good.
Rat shoes are insane.
This way, your designs can be literal garbage, which is kind of the point, and you can just search for what's so greatly considered uncool that it becomes cool for this reason.
Like that McDonald's hoodie was kind of tough. I
Fueled
did kind of
full
like that one.
G.I. Joe's, Call of Duty, and coming from a military family, it shouldn't have been any surprise that I'd find interest within the military's influence in fashion. Immediately, there's a very obvious aesthetic appeal of structured silhouettes and muted color palettes, but beyond that initial attraction from the aesthetic, it's probably the biggest benefits of functionality and utility. I was super excited to see Vare's offerings of military-inspired watches, with them reaching out to partner with the channel.
Tough! My boy got a partnership.
It's a reality. I went with the A3.
But sorry, dude, I gotta skip this.
Thorough video is to identify what's killing your precious aura.
Not your aura! Not your aura! Negative aura, negative aura.
Killer is flexing, which, oddly enough, is commonly mistaken for being cool. Everyone's guilty of it, from you posting your latest pickups to Gma posting the grandkids on Facebook. Unfortunately, flexing has become a lost art. I want to know what happened to the hypebeast shopping sprees and room tours.
Literally.
The death of the hypebeast era. It's
I
unfortunately...
used to watch those all the time. Like, people just shopping for Supreme, blah, 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 knowing I could not afford Supreme, like, at all. Like, I used to watch those all the
subtle
time.
flex and following
Even down to the shoes. Like, I was just thinking about that today. I used to watch people clean shoes, like shoes that I wanted. I used to just watch them clean it. Like that's how bad I wanted those shoes. Some of the shoes I do have now, so maybe it's a good thing, but yeah.
Pickups, food, travel pictures, and a trendy hobby like rock climbing or run clubs, while most importantly, attempting to seem as authentic as possible. If you aren't
that was a crazy chick
flexing,
shot. If you
may
ever
have
watching
something
that one.
to do with these guys. The infamous
Pandas
were a weird situation.
You know what's insane? I bought maybe like 3 people pandas. Like, I bought 3 people pandas.
Been some justified hate for the shoes feeling played out, basic, or bad quality, but overall the trend to hate was to feel different, which lasted way longer than expected. It seemed like everyone enjoyed dunks during their craze that was not only massive online, but equally as impressive in person, even in Maine. So by publicly disliking them, you had a crazy insider fashion take that stood out. We've seen somewhat similar results with the deceased heart shoe, biker denim,
Como de Garçon. Okay, I'll let him finish with the rest.
And revenge.
Okay, so me, I still be wearing my 550s. I love 550s. 550s are just amazing. The Como de Garçons, I still want a pair, but I feel like because I feel like Converse only look good on people with small feet. But then again, I seen somebody like with some Converse on that had a bigger foot than me, and I was like, okay, man, maybe not. Babe hoodie, I still need a babe hoodie. I didn't want to recreate that photo. The Revenge Storms, I have a story on that, on how I was supposed to get those, but yeah.
None near the pandas. You'd think maybe it's safe to lean on the classics, but cool is always changing.
You know what's crazy? Adidas Sambas are in. I remember in high school, junior year, sophomore year, one of the two. A teacher used to wear Adidas Sambas all the time. Like, he used to wear them all the time. And we'd always say, Mr. Murphy with the Adidas Sambas, like every single time. And we'd just clown him. Now, he was ahead of time. That man was ahead of fashion. And we were clowning him. He was ahead of fashion with the Sambas.
Years ago, we saw ones and dunks that are all sitting on the shelf, seeming like the coolest footwear, which I still believe they are, but as of right now, it's not the same. The trend is who can hate on the latest trends first, which I've talked about many times before.
Facts.
With fashion and social media being image and ego driven, what's considered cool is too often seen through exclusivity and resale prices. So is there any way to identify if what's cool now will age properly? To find the answer, we need to take a look into the history books. In a thread posted 7 years ago, here are 3 of the top answers for what wasn't considered cool. Up first, we have cargo shorts, mullet, and Jinko jeans.
You know what's crazy? Those are all trending things right now.
As you're probably aware, have all been relevant within the last couple years.
Literally.
Understand what's cool now will age poorly because nothing is truly ever timeless. Even knowing one man's
No. That I do have to disagree. There's one thing that will always be timeless, stand the test of time. I'm sure you guys know where I'm going with this. Some white Air Force Ones. Actually, in case you guys are wondering, I have on some black Air Force Ones right now. But yeah, Air Force Ones, timeless shoe.
It's another man's lane. As far as I'm concerned, here's an all-time list of things that will never age poorly. Going to the movies alone, working out in impractical clothing, being a hitman, cowboy camping, keeping your word, having a twin,
Facts.
and chain nets on basketball hoops. If you enjoyed this video, go check out some more.
I ain't gonna lie, going to the movies by yourself is definitely a different thing. I've done that maybe once or twice. It just feels like you just have a movie theater to yourself. It feels like you're just watching a movie. It's a weird experience, but
See you next time. Peace.
yeah, that was a great video by him. What do you guys think? Do you guys think you're cool, or what is even considered cool? Comment that down below. Or what is one thing that you like about yourself that you might not perceive it as cool, but other people might perceive it as cool? I think my thing is my imagination. Like, I have a crazy imagination. Like, don't tell anybody this, but I'm a Power Ranger. Okay? Like, please don't tell anybody this. Like, that's why I'm wearing blue. I'm the Blue Ranger. Sometimes I'm the Red Ranger. it just gets tricky, but don't go spreading that out. But without further ado, I hope you like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. You already know what it is. Peace.